guys, it's B-Dawg here, and new glasses, everybody. I am having new glasses today, and this means the last video is gonna be my last, because I use my last glasses that I wear today. That was the last video to use them, so boy, today's video is gonna be a good time. So, yeah, I guess it makes sense actually. So today we're gonna react to another video, so we gotta get on to it. We're gonna react to Jacksepticeye next. We need your comments. Show us your card. We need your comments. Episode 105, because I made a mistake last week. Last week was actually a hate comments, not this video. So then, you are ready to succeed this. 3, 2, 1. Let's get this over with.
And now, YouTube comments with Jacksepticeye.
Hey Jack, if you could, would you play the drums again? Yes, definitely. I would love to play the drums again. I'd love to have a dedicated space just for drums alone and just bang them out all day, every day, because playing the drums was awesome and I really loved it. But for now, I don't really have the space for it because they make a lot of fucking noise. You have no idea how loud drums are if you've never actually heard them in person. But I also don't really have the time for it. I mean, I guess I could make time for it if I actually had a set of them, but there's a few little things that need to be in place first before I can get a drum set again, but I probably will get one eventually. And then if I do, then I will most likely upload a video of it and you guys can hear me play. Show us your car. Here it is.
That's not even a car.
Who does your animations? There's a bunch of people who do different animations on the channel. For some reason, a lot of people still think that I do them. I don't know how they thought I was hiding that sort of talent somewhere and never ever talked about it and just started uploading animations. But there's a bunch of people who do animations for the channel. And I'm not going to start naming names because I leave out someone and then I'll feel really, really bad. Just because I can't remember names off the top of my head. But there's all the people who have made animations for the channel have done a phenomenal job. And I absolutely love them and I'm forever grateful for the art that they create out of just random gibberish that I say in certain videos. The fact that they can extract coherent stories and sentences and structures and everything out of some stuff that I've done is absolutely mind-boggling, let alone be able to animate that into like a fun, creative thing. I'm endlessly envious of people who are able to do that and incredibly grateful for it at the same time, and I hope to continue working with them for a very, very long time. Sean, did you have fun in your role in Cool Patrol? Yes, that was so much fun. That was one of the cooler experiences I've had. Cool Patrol, for if you don't know, is one of the music videos that Ninja Sex Party did. Danny and Brian from Game Grumps, they have their own musical outlet to be able to do their own stuff, and it's awesome and I love them. They're the coolest dudes ever. But they asked me to be in their music video, Cool Patrol, and I played like a nerd turned cool guy based on their advice. And it was so much fun to do. We were awake all night doing it, and then we went home and had to sleep at like 8 o'clock in the morning, but it was just so much fun to be part of. I love getting to see how everything comes together, the shots, the way they were lined up, the cameras that were used, the makeup people, the costumes, the choreography, all those kinds of things. How everything comes together was just such a blast to be a part of, and it was a really cool experience, and one that I probably won't forget for a very, very long time, if ever. So I'm endlessly grateful for those guys for letting me be part of that. I hate morning people, and mornings, and people. Ugh, people. I'm with you in that regard, except I love people. People are awesome. But the mornings thing, yeah, I'm not a fan of those. Because whenever I have to go to sleep, yes, I know, sleep is for the weak, and all that good stuff, but I hate going to sleep. Absolutely hate it, because I feel like I should be still awake, doing stuff, getting shit done. When I go to sleep, I feel like I'm wasting my own time, even though my body fucking needs it, whatever. But then when I'm in bed and I wake up in the morning, I don't want to get out of bed because, I don't know, my body just doesn't want to move. My body doesn't know what it wants to do. It's like, oh, I don't want to go to sleep. Okay, fine, we will. Oh, we're asleep? Hey, we're not fucking waking up. I hate it. It's so annoying. And I really wish I was one of those morning people who could just wake up and be a spring chicken and just bounce around the place. And then I drink coffee and it has no effect on me because coffee doesn't do anything to me anymore, strangely. So, I don't know, it takes me a while to just like wake up and do things. When Jack goes to Starbucks, does he make them write Jack or Sean? I actually make them write Sean, because that's my actual name. Can you spend a little less time for each comment, Jack, so you can...
Gotta know about that next time.
So Jack can see this, and by the way, you're the best, Jack. Me spending less time on each comment probably wouldn't make me put more comments into the video. I don't want the videos to just be like bang, 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 comment, just for the sake of more people being in the video. That has its own charm to it, and that's nice and all, but I'd rather have the comments be something that I can actually talk about. Sometimes there's quick fire episodes, and sometimes there's quick fire comments, because it breaks up the pacing and it's fun to do. But every now and then I'll break away into tangents and start talking about different things, because that's what I like to do. That's why I like the videos to be. And I don't want to just make the comments shorter, and I don't want to spend less time on the comments and not give them the time that they need to actually get my thoughts on it, whether that be too long or too little, depending on what you feel. I'd rather just do it right than do it quick for the sake of doing it. Please bring the Boner Podcast back! First off, it's called the Boner Cast, not the Boner Podcast, get it right. Secondly, it was never really a thing. The Boner Cast was a thing that me and Bob made up as a joke in, I can't remember what game we played together. We played something together alone, just the two of us. And then we made up this thing called the Boner Cast as like a little bit of a joke, like it would be the Boner Cast that you'd, like that would be the name of the podcast that you'd make. And then in a Prop Hunt episode, we brought it up again to Mark and Wade, and then we just kind of role-played a little thing like the Boner Cast or something that you called into. And then for some reason, people thought that that was the thing. People thought that it was an actual thing, and they were like, "Whoa, we'll call into the Boner Cast again." Like, I don't know how it just became an actual thing based on something that we were just dicking around with. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool and all. And I would love to make it, I don't know if you'd get by with the Boner Cast, because if it ever became a big thing, the Boner Cast is such a childish thing to call it. So, I don't know, it kind of just sprung up out of nothing, and people are still like, do the Boner Cast, when really the Boner Cast was never an actual thing. Sean, I know you get this a lot, but honestly, you're one of the most down-to-earth, kind, humble, and funny YouTubers I know of. I aspire to be like you, both on YouTube and as a person. I don't watch every single one of your videos, but I appreciate your channel as a whole for its complete positivity compared to some of the trashier stuff on YouTube. Instead of bragging about how filthy rich you are, you use your influence to raise money for charity with your friends. So yeah, you have a great personality and you deserve all the love and support you're getting. First off, thank you very, very much. That is a very lovely group of sentences to put together. A very nice sentiment behind that, and I really appreciate that. That's incredibly flattering and incredibly humbling at the same time that you think so highly of what I do. In regards to the whole bragging about things, that's never really been the way I act in life in general. I talk about stuff that I'm proud of, and if something cool happened, I'll talk about that and build that up. There's a difference between showing off and being proud of something. It's a very fine line now and then. But yeah, if I ever got something, I never really showed it off. I never really bragged about it. I feel like if I do stuff, then I shouldn't need to show it off. If it's good, then people will react positively to it, and they'll share it around and enjoy it. And I'll be proud of it then because those things happened. I don't feel the need to go around and shove what I do in people's faces, or to just go out of my way to try and show off to it's especially peers. That's a pitfall I see a lot of YouTubers fall into, is that they start off proving something to themselves making the videos, and then people end up enjoying it, so they end up proving something to the people who watch it, and then it becomes a thing where they become so desensitized to the amount of people who are watching their content, because numbers kind of all blend together and people just become faceless icons on YouTube. Something I've always tried to avoid falling into, but then it becomes a thing about showing off and proving yourself to other YouTubers or your peers or people who you deem are above you, to try and prove something. I don't know, it's a weird thing. So I've tried not to fall into that trap when it comes to YouTube. Just be myself, do what I do, and just hope that people like it. So thank you. It's comments like these that make it all worth it and make it feel like it's selling out is not the way to go, because this means a whole lot more than more numbers and more money or anything like that could ever mean. So thank you. Is it just me, or did Jack get dog puke rubbed into his hair? No offense, by the way, just wondering. Saying no offense at the end of sentences does not let you get away with not offending people. That's like saying you're an asshole. No offense or anything, but you're just a straight up dick. Like,
Hmm.
you can't do that.
Oh my
No
gosh.
offense, but your hair looks like dog puke.
No, it's not.
That does not nullify what you said about my hair. I mean, yeah, I get it. My hair's not as green as it once was. Yes, it's fading. Yes, it does not look green anymore. It looks yellow. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone keeps reminding me of this thing as if I'm not aware of it myself. I see myself in the camera every day. I'm aware of this. But calling it dog puke is just straight up rude. Jack, do you like your old recording space better or your new recording space? Don't get me wrong, my old recording space had its charm. I was there for a very, very long time, and it gave me... Actually, some of the best times I've ever had on YouTube happened in that room. Not really because of the room, but during some of the best periods of my YouTube life have been based in that room. But I love this room so much more for recording. It's way more practical. The other one was a bedroom turned into a recording space, whereas this it was an actual like office space that I could turn into a recording space. And it's way more practical. It just has the recording stuff in it, and it's just way more functional. Like, the lights are in a way better place. I was able to get better lights. The background is like all padded. Everything sounds so much better in here. It's just a way better place for actually recording. Whether it's a better place or better room aesthetically, that's very, very subjective, and people can tell me whether they like it better or not until the cows come home. But for me personally, I'm way happier in this room than I was in the other one. Jack, how do you determine how long your videos will be each time you record? The simple answer is I don't. I never sit down and say, okay, this video needs to be this long. Unless it's... Well, yeah, I guess I kind of lied in that regard, because with the long Let's Plays, because they're uncut, they're a bit of a different beast, and they usually go to an hour. But when it comes to just regular videos, the normal stuff that I upload day to day all the time, they don't have a set time limit. I don't sit down and record for a certain period and then say, okay, that's going to be a 20-minute video. Because it depends on the edits. It depends on what actually makes it in. I record for like an hour sometimes, and then it turns into a 20-minute video, because there's a lot of useless stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff that doesn't add to the video. It doesn't make it more fun. It doesn't make it more entertaining. It doesn't explain anything. It's just dead space that does not need to be in there. And then there's stuff where I just don't speak for 15 minutes because I'm grinding at something that needs to happen. So I never determine how long a video is going to be. It just so happens that I seem to have hit this stride of, because I've done it so often, that I kind of know what needs to go into the video. I kind of know the beats. I kind of know what needs to be cut out. I know where I need to stop talking, because this is going to be a section that goes on too long. And then when it's edited down, it ends up at like 15 to 30 minutes long. There's a sweet spot there somewhere that it kind of averages out to be all the time. So I don't plan it out. It just kind of happens. I hate fidget spinners. They suck. No, fidget spinners do not suck. They spin.
Yep.
I mean, sure, if you spin them hard enough, they might create some sort of suction vortex in the air, but then they'd be called fidget suckers, not fidget spinners. I'm not here for just Jack. I'm here for you guys too. You're my second family. This is another thing that makes YouTube all worth it.
Yep.
Is that because I started making videos, and because I started just in my room alone, and then all of a sudden this community built up around this channel, that it's so much bigger than just me and my recording setup anymore. And I love that. I love that the community is here not only for me to be able to talk to and to be able to interact with, and be able to upload videos for and entertain, but the fact that you guys are there for each other means probably more than that. Because that's exactly what I wanted to happen when I started off making videos. I never once thought for a second that it would turn into something that I could do as an actual job every single day. I thought it would always just be a hobby. But because so many people came, and so many people were so great to not only me, but to each other, this fantastic community built up around each other. And I love that, because that's what's kind of the lifeblood of the channel. That it's not just me here yelling into a void, and yelling at games, and making jokes, and swearing and screaming at things all the time. There's an actual living community there that are so nice, and so active, and so interactive, that it just blows my mind. And I love that you have all found each other within that community. And there's always somebody out there in the community who's willing to listen to you as well. So thank you for that. I would just like to say, I would like to marry you, Jack. But sadly, your human culture forbids that a pelican and a human marry. Hey, fuck this then. Let's could call up Elon Musk and tell him to get a Falcon straight to Mars, and we'll live it up Vegas style, baby. Don't fucking swear.
Oh, irony. Oh, the irony. The irony is too much. It's literally killing me.
Jack has anger issues. Only towards people who do not like pineapple on pizza. That's it. That's all. Real talk, though.
Sorry,
I
had to turn this on
swear
because
a
it's
lot, and
darker
I know
now.
that I scream at games, and I know I give off this vibe that... Like, it's this weird thing that when I'm playing games, like, look at the Crash Bandicoot series, something happens, I, like, yell and swear and give out to Crash and everything. But it's all part of the fun. I'm not actually angry at anything that I play. I said it before that if anything actually makes me angry when I'm recording it, or I'm playing it, or if I'm just doing anything at my computer, I like to step away from it. I don't like feeling legitimately angry. I was going to say it pisses me off, but then there's some sort of a sweet irony in that. when I get angry at things, it just bums me out. It's not an emotion that I like to feel. So whenever anything actually makes me angry, I'll just take a breath, just browse something on the internet, just play a game or something to let that subside and pass. But I don't actually get angry at any of the recordings that I'm making. And you know what, dudes? I think that brings us to the end of another Reading Comments video.
Yep.
Man, have we come far. Thank you guys for being here on this long, intrepid journey through the countryside. I have no idea what I'm saying. I don't know why I'm doing an outro like this. Reading Comments outros are weird. Because normally I do an outro reacting to a game where I'm like, oh, this went well, and I like this mechanic of the game, to try and give sort of like a review synopsis of where I am in the game at that time, or the series or something. Reading your comments has been going on that long that I have no idea how to end them anymore. So this has just become some sort of pseudo outro now, I guess, at this point. But I still really, really love recording them, don't get me wrong. It's just weird to end them. I don't know, maybe I should give a default outro for Reading Comments video, being like, that was the comment hour. Thank you guys for submitting your responses. The Jack train is now leaving the station. Woo woo! On we go to the next Reading Comments adventure. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, punch that like button in the face. Like comment and hi guys. Oh. Thank you guys. I will see all you dudes.
Yep. That's it. That's everything.
Yes, I know that's technically how I end every video, and that should just be the outro. But I like to have a little bit of a speech, a little bit of a talk before I just go straight into the outro, because that's weird and impersonal. I don't like.
Alright, that's it. Yep, we got it. We got everything done. So we got one Jacksepticeye Reading Your Comments done. So we have to get through another one. I'm gonna go through Family Guy Funny Moments, and I'll be there by then. So thank you guys. Please leave a like. Subscribe to Jacksepticeye for me. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a like. Leave a like and comment. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Friend me on Nintendo Switch, Wii U, Snapchat, and Discord. Go Animal Crossing, New Horizon, Go My Dream Mattress is down below description. Animal Crossing DLC out since last year, Mario Kart DLC out since last year, Nintendo Switch Plus out since last year, Fall Guys out since last year, and Splatoon 3 is going to be a year old in about almost a month. Check out my Discord, and that's it. I'll see you guys in Family Guy Funny Moments. Peace. Bye.
In the pool and the pressure gets to be too bad, okay? Watch. See?
What just happened?
It imploded.
Wow.
You said imploding was the opposite of explosion. That's a can of Sprite that just crushed Cody.
Yeah, we wouldn't even fit in that, dude.
Yeah, there's no way we could fit in that.
What? No, this is what the submarine's gonna do.
No, my submarine is not a can of Sprite, Cody. It can't just crush like that.
Yeah, it's 10 times the size of that, dude.
What, no, but this is what's gonna happen, though.
No, it's not, Cody, because we're not going to put the submarine on the stove and then a plate. I don't know what the hell you're doing, Cody.
Put drinks in the refrigerator, idiot.
And if you wanted to crush a can, you could have just stepped on it. You didn't have to do all this nerd crap.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. Fine, let's just try it. It's a pool. It can't go that wrong.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're doing trying to cook cans of